Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and it's me, Yaska, your host again on Stani Army Verdict. Today, we're going to be reviewing the England versus Pakistan second day of the second test at the AGS Bowl. Pakistan were playing, well, they were batting yesterday, and it was shortened with rain. And so we started the day with Abid Ali, Rizwan and Barber batting at the time. It looked very tricky overnight, and so today we'll just discuss how the day's play went ahead. My guest today, again, I've got Bilal Habshi with me from yesterday, and I've got a new guest, Abdullah Haider. How you doing, guys?
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Happy Independence Day to all.
Assalamu alaikum. Jasne Azadi Mubarak, everybody.
Their Twitter handles are just on the tickers at the bottom. Do follow everyone that's on the show.
I'm glad you got my handle right today.
I'll make sure. I'll be last second.
Thank you for that.
This is where we started the day. The day today. So Pakistan started the day at 126 for 5. Abid was already out at 60, and Barber was 25 not out. Rizwan was pretty still new to the crease. Jimmy Anderson already had 2 wickets. And put it this way, Pakistan were, with the tail being so long, Abdullah, Pakistan could have, were looking at a day where they could have been real trouble.
Yes, they've done exceedingly well not to be bowled out after 2 days. Although interrupted days, like you said, but given the pitch conditions and the way the ball has been behaving, the scorecard is not too bad from a Pakistan point of view.
Yeah, it definitely is, Habshi. We were discussing yesterday. You said 230, 250, and I think I'll bite your hand for that. You know what?
No, yesterday we were discussing it.
Now, is it?
It's not. And yesterday we were discussing it, and we thought, okay, 230 will take it. And I thought, okay, we might be able to do between 230 to 250. And I'm glad I said it. And we are close to that target. I mean, I hope we cross that line and we score a bit more. But let's see. At least this will give a bit of cushion to our bowlers to work on it. Their bowlers could do it. I'm sure our bowlers can. Jimmy and Broad, they've been bowling about 85 miles on average. So our bowlers are Naseem and Shaheen. They're faster than them. I mean, yes, their experience is less, but when it comes to pace, when the conditions are going to support the bowlers, I'm sure the extra pace will matter.
Yeah, and I remember Doctor saying something yesterday. I don't know, Abdullah, if you were watching yesterday, but Doctor mentioned something about Archer not playing at his pace. But what's actually worked here is I remember watching a Sky ticker when NASA was talking, and he was just showing the pitch map, and all the seamers wickets, so all 9 wickets, have come just off that end of the good length and the start of the full length. So it's that little part there. Not short at all. So basically, good length, but as full as possible. And that's where all the wickets have happened. And then they showed Abbas straight away, all his wickets in the UK, and exactly the same length. This is going to be perfect for him, I guess.
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing him bowl on this surface, as I'm sure lots of people are. And I just wonder whether Pakistan wished they had someone like Sohail Khan or Fahim Ashraf, an English type seamer, on this sort of surface, because we've seen this surface is more for bowlers with skill and discipline rather than raw pace. So I'm just wondering, given the conditions we've seen, whether someone like Sohail Khan or Fahim Ashraf would have been more useful on this surface. Obviously, they can't do anything now, but it seems to be one of those bowlers, one of those surfaces which is for bowlers with more skill and discipline and more English style seamers rather than express fast bowlers or tearaway fast bowlers like Naseem, the youngster we have now.
Shaheen.
Nassim.
Sorry, no, Nassim.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, the other thing that I picked up on this from today and everything is that Bess hasn't bowled at all. So it's so seeming friendly. I know Yasser picked up 8 wickets. I think horses for courses sometimes, and maybe in hindsight, we'll probably look at it now and think maybe Shadab and them extra runs, or maybe Fahim Ashraf with the extra seam bowling option might have actually been a better shout, yeah, and not gone with the spinner. But it's hindsight, I guess. We can't actually look too much into that. We've got a few comments. Tabriz, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Asnad, very decent day for Pakistan, 100%. Rizwan, walaikum salam, bro. So yes, that's where we are at the moment. Let's go on to Mohammed Rizwan. First, Abshi, how good was that?
Oh, what a knock! What a knock! And at a time when we needed it the most. So that 50 will be seen as a make or break for us in next couple of days. That 50 will prove to be a cushion for our bowlers, which they needed. Because if we are close to that 250 mark now, hopefully we'll reach there. And on in these conditions, that is going to be a very good total, considering that our bowling battery is very good. So yeah, what an innings! And he has proven that he's capable of doing it in outside Asia conditions. So he has done well in Australia as well. He has done well here, and he has done well with his keeping as well. So he has totally justified his selection as a wicketkeeper batsman, and he has performed at a very crucial time for Pakistan.
Paul on Twitter. This is something it was a conversation, and I picked up his tweet at the time while I was tagged, and it said, "Always willing to admit if I'm wrong. I've seen this one over here before, and I wasn't impressed, but he has proved me wrong with the bat and gloves in the series. I can see now why he's Pakistan's best keeper." Abdullah, I'm a traditionalist. I know modern day cricket demands a wicket keeper to be able to bat, and it's great that they should be able to bat. But first and foremost, it's the keeping, and that's where Rizwan is immaculate. And then these runs just go and show that he fully deserves this place in the team, I guess.
Yes, he had an impressive game with the gloves at Old Trafford, and now he's come good with the bat. He played well in the second innings at Old Trafford as well. What impressed me today was the way he went through the gears and took ownership of the innings. Once they started losing wickets, we saw him change his tempo, play some impressive strokes, and like Habshi mentioned, he's now performed in England, he's performed in Australia, and only 8 Test matches into his career, he's got a 50 in Australia, 50 in England now, and still unbeaten, 60 not out, and we're hoping to add to that score tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw again. It was another tweet. It's a stat, and I think Safraz never batted 100 balls outside Asia in 86 innings, and Rizwan has now already done it 3 times in 12 innings outside Asia. So he's showing a bit more still, say, outside Asia. I'm not knocking Safraz. I absolutely love the guy. I don't think he done much wrong. I think it was, a bit of fitness, and in the end, the way things go with Pakistan cricket, that he's not there. So I'm not going to knock him for that. But I think Rizwan's nailed his place for a considerable time. Doctor actually said something that I've just mentioned. I think I stole his tweet when I said that hindsight maybe pick up Shadab because Bess hasn't bowled an over. So, if you didn't pick Yasser, I mean, it's hindsight. Not picking him after 8 wickets would be like you're asking for serious repercussions if things don't go your way. But would have, like, say, someone like Fahim Ashraf or Sohail Khan actually been a better pick on this pitch?
But we haven't seen best bowl, so we don't know how the surface is going to play. It might still help the spinner. Shane Warne always says, if it seems, it spins. So there still might be some help there for Yasser when he gets a chance to bowl tomorrow.
Yeah, and the other thing is, Habshi, it's just been overcast. So if the sun was out, it might have played completely different.
Conditions are always going to play. So at the moment, I have confidence in my bowling, in our bowling side. So I hope the boys get the support of the conditions the way English guys have got. And as Abdullah was saying, that if Shane Warne says that if it seems, then it is going to spin as well. So there will be some support from the wicket, and I hope Yasser gets some wickets.
Mm-hmm. Umar, maybe use a few overs of Sean Mitchell's medium pace. Why not? Because
that's a good point.
He will seam the ball around. At that pace, he will seam the ball around. It will nibble around, and he might get natural variation. And his height.
This reminds me of one of Misbah's interview, and somebody asked him, which bowler have you ever classed as the most dangerous, or you find him difficult? And he was like, the conventional bowlers, I don't find them difficult. I know how they're going to bowl. But an occasional bowler is always difficult for me because I don't know what they are going to do because they are so inconsistent in their deliveries. That
I think I might be wrong. No, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Was it 2010? Umar Amin. It was like a man with a golden arm, wasn't it, Abdullah? He just kept getting wickets because he was just bowling lollipops at them, but they were full and they were seaming around, and he kept getting wickets.
But that is what happens. The batsman mind will be set on a bowler. You know how a bowler is going to. You know how Broad is going to bowl. You know how Anderson is going to bowl. You bring in maybe throw in Root or throw in any batsman. Somebody who will maybe bowl 5 overs, 3 overs, and the batsman might make a mistake, and that is the wicket you need. That is a breakthrough. Yeah. So throwing in
strong bowling, I wouldn't trust that one, but that's a different case. I've seen you bowling.
It's my fitness, mate. Don't underestimate it.
Abdullah, the Braves again. Yeah, do you guys believe we will get a result in this match?
It's going to be hard for Pakistan. It looks harder to take 20 wickets in just 3 days left, and the light is not going to be significantly better than what we've seen in these 2 days, or the weather. So for Pakistan to bowl England out twice in 3 days with the forecast that it is looking difficult. I think England have a better chance at this stage if they can get 300 in their first innings and then put Pakistan under pressure on that last day. And if Pakistan muck it up, they could lose the series.
Yeah, Rizwan, Mo, Hasnat, I've got your messages. I'm going to come back to them in 2 seconds. Tanzil, now with limited time left, should Pakistan declare overnight? It's one of them, isn't it? Because you've got limited time, but then an extra 20 runs from Rizwan over in the morning might actually take the score to 250.
Well, we have got only one wicket left. We have got only 1 wicket left. It's not that we've got five batsmen. So might as well. Yeah.
Just to come out, you might as well just come out that in the morning.
Exactly.
And it's a pitch, Abdullah. I actually tweeted it earlier on. It's a pitch you're never in. It's like you could be 60 not out. You could be 100. You could be on 100, and you're still going to be struggling on it because the next ball might just seam away, and you're basically clueless.
Yes, it's a tricky surface for the batsman. There's always a ball with your name on it, and a lot of batsmen play with the mentality: get some before the ball gets you. Play some shots, put the pressure back on the bowler, because if you just hang around, eventually you're going to be dismissed. So yes, and it's been notable from Pakistan that the 2 more inexperienced batsmen have got 50s in this innings. Abid Ali and Mohammad Rizwan, guys who haven't played a huge amount of Test cricket. So that's highly impressive from them to be able to perform in these conditions, given the lack of experience they have in Test cricket.
Not that impressive from Abid though. He had, I think, 10 chances. The way he played, the number of edges, I mean, I lost count. So he was very lucky with his knock. Rizwan, yes, we
Still,
appreciate
I
that.
saw a certain journalist yesterday, no names given, and he was complaining about Abid Ali celebrating a 50. Come on, in these conditions, away from home, and he's got a 50 on that pitch, yeah. Regardless if you got one chance, two chances, 10 chances, 50 chances. You know what? It's a moment for him to savor. Yeah, he got a 50 on that surface. I found it quite amusing, but there we are. Considering 2 days have gone and Pakistan are still yet to complete their innings, with rain predicted and bad light possibly, what do you think Pakistan can do to force a result in their favour?
Just Bob.
I guess just bowl, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
Once they come in, they've got to hit the right lengths.
Bowl England out cheaply. That's their best hope in the first innings. And just hope for better weather and better light in particular, because it's not been the weather as much as the light, which has been shortening the day's play, both yesterday and now today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the weather forecast for tomorrow just now as we're speaking. I've got my phone there somewhere. There we are. So I'm just having a look at it, and there's some overnight rain, but not too heavy. It's showing clear from 7 o'clock in the morning, and then like they're showing some rain after 3 o'clock. So we're gonna get some play tomorrow, but again, we're not gonna get the full day's play, and that might just be the game sort of filtering out to a draw. But yeah, let's see. I mean, we're hoping for the best. It's a cracking pitch, and it deserves better weather, I guess.
Yes.
Mo, yeah, go on.
And I think that defeat now in Old Trafford is going to hurt Pakistan even more, because now they could have thought they would be 1-0 up and they could have drawn this game and then they couldn't lose the series. But now, it seems their best hope is getting out of a draw in this test match and hoping to level the series in the third game.
Yeah, I'm going to come back to you on that. Just I've got a little point on there, but once I've done these two questions, just what you just said there, I've got a little point on that one now. These conditions have been perfect for England's world-class bowling lineup. With that in mind, Babar Rizwan played exceptionally well. Habshi, Babar again, he
Certainly.
He got a very good ball, didn't he?
Certainly. I mean, both of these boys, they played really well. And what we need to keep in mind is that Babar is world-class player. Top 4 player in the world at the top 4 batsman in the world at the moment. So just see that how hard it was for him to play in these conditions. I'm sure it's going to be equally hard, if not more, for English players. And I was going through the comments, and somebody commented that Pakistan bowled England out in the previous Test match for under 230. So we can certainly do in these conditions. So I mean, I'm hopeful. I haven't lost hope. We have reached the 230 mark, which we were thinking that okay is going to be a good total on this pitch in these conditions. And at the moment, I have faith in my bowling side. I can't repeat that enough.
I'm just seeing something that I couldn't help myself.
Sorry.
I just seen something that I couldn't help myself but laugh. You'll see it in a bit anyhow, yeah, Abdullah. But yeah, you'll see it in a bit. There's
Right.
something in the WhatsApp group, yeah, that would just make me laugh. That's now we bowled England out for 220 on a much better track, so game on already. Definitely is Abdullah if the weather and bad light hold up. It's a cracking pitch.
Yes, although the surface we bowled England out on, it was the spinners doing the damage mainly. Yasser Shah picking up 4 wickets and Shadab picking up 2. Here, it's you feel the seamers are going to have to do the bulk of the work in terms of wicket taking.
Yeah, you know when you mentioned about the series being 1-1, and like being 1-0 to England, and we could go into the third test with Box on one behind. Now, after Old Trafford, I mentioned on the show, I actually said that England probably got away with murder just now. They're not going to play another spinning wicket. That is not happening because they got away with murder playing that sort of pitch against us. Then they've come into this game and they've played with more of a seaming track, and they've probably obviously still we haven't bowled yet, but the way I see things going on and off during the test match, it could be that they're going to look at our seamers and say, "Ooh, don't think we want to be playing on a seamers track either." Do you think, like, if this one like filters out to a draw, yeah, they're just going to put a complete roll on, yeah, for the last game?
I'll take this one. No, I don't think so. I think they have one eye on the World Test Championship as well, and getting maximum points. You don't get many points for a draw. They're third on the table at the moment. They're trying to accumulate as many points as they can. If they win the next test or this test, they go past Australia. So I think England wants to just win as many test matches as they can, particularly at home.
I agree. And this England side is a different mindset as well as compared to the previous teams which you used to see. This England side is like, okay, no matter what changes we need to do, they want to go for the kill. They want to win. They might experiment by like as they drop Archer and stuff like that. But I think they're going to play with a positive mindset. That's for sure.
Yeah, because they're a bit behind on the championship.
Yeah. But I mean, the mindset of the team is apparent. So they're going to play with a positive mindset, and yes, pace wickets suits their bowlers. So seaming wickets, yeah, probably. I don't think they're going to go for spinning wickets, but yeah, they will like to bowl on the seaming pitches.
Yeah, we've got another question. Guys, when you send your questions in, I've said this before as well, do add your Twitter @. It gives you promotion. We're fans as well. So it gives everyone promotion. And then if I'm not following you on Twitter, I'll be happy to follow you. So just let me know. If you've got your @ up there, then I know who it is. So yeah. But the question by Tyrell, I think, if I pronounce your name right, what is going on with the Pakistani middle order? Abdullah, it is struggling, isn't it, that middle order? You've got Azhar, and then you got Babar is okay, and then you've got Asad, and now you've got Fawad, who's just come in. There's especially Azhar and Asad. We're going to look at them, especially because Fawad's only one innings. But there's that point, with them too. They are really struggling, aren't they?
Yes. Firstly, I'll mention that I think Haris Sohail has been a blow, him not being here. We saw how well he played in England last year in the World Cup, particularly in those wins over South Africa and New Zealand. I know that's one-day cricket, but he's generally got a good technique. He's also a good slip fielder. He can bowl some useful left-arm spin. So I feel they're missing him. And, I think he's in Pakistan's best top 6. Obviously, he decided not to make this trip, and we have to respect his decision. As some of the West Indies players also decided not to make the trip, like Darren Bravo. So I think that's a blow for Pakistan in the middle order, and I feel they're missing him to some degree. But you mentioned Azhar and Asad. I thought Azhar fought hard in this innings. I mean, 80 balls at the crease. He really did fight hard. He only got 20, but the effort was there, and he did put on a 50 partnership with Abid Ali. And I think he's going to benefit from this innings for the remainder of the series. Asad, he's been dismissed twice in familiar fashion behind the wicket. But I'll be surprised if he doesn't make a contribution, and a significant contribution, in his remaining innings. He's generally got a good technique. He's got a lot of experience, and it's hard to see him going the whole series without a significant knock along the way.
What I've noticed about Asad Habshi is like he seems like someone who But he has that one very good knock every series, and then we have this like 3-4 month gap. Everything's forgotten, and that he makes the team again. Again, he's been very handy, but he's not. I think still averages 39 after 76 tests. He hasn't been able to elevate himself yet to that next level, which he should have after 10 years of experience, 76 test matches. Sometimes you think, well, if you've invested 10 years and 76 test matches in someone, maybe you expect a bit more than the odd innings per series.
Yes, they get the criticism, and as you said, that one series here, and then they will live off that series for next couple of matches or couple of series. But okay, let's see them in the present scenario, in this test match, in these conditions. Okay, as Abdullah said, Azhar's contribution of 20 over 80 odd balls. He did well considering the circumstances. So and he's under a lot of pressure. And yesterday I was talking about Azhar's mindset. He's captain. That's one thing. he's not doing well with the bat. And mentally, he is not as strong as our previous captains were, like Misbah, or I think Sarfraz was even stronger than him when it comes to mindset, aggression. Yeah. So I think as a batsman, I think he is coming back. Or that is my gut feeling. I hope in the next innings he does well. And with Asad, he's a solid batsman, very good technique, traditional player. But I mean, cricket is the game of luck. So I don't know. Asad is a solid batsman, but with everybody else, when it is not your time, it is not your time. It will need just one good knock to lift him up.
Yeah, we've got a couple of minutes only to go. Abdullah, you wanted to say something?
Yes, one thing's for certain is that both for Azhar and Asad, this is their last England tour. Pakistan aren't due here until 2024 again at the earliest, so they'll both want to finish on a high in their remaining innings. They've generally had some good memories in England, both of them.
So it's 2024 the next series. Wow.
At the earliest.
So we're not going to see test match until then.
Abdullah, you have ruined my evening, you know.
Seriously, I feel depressed right now. But we're going to finish this off now. We've got a couple of minutes to go. A minute each, guys. Habshi, what do you expect? Think of it this way: 70 overs get played tomorrow. Don't think too much about rain and.
No. It's, I think Rizwan knows that it's only a matter of minutes till we have our wrap-up time. So I think what he'll try to do, face as many balls as he can and hit as many boundaries as he can in that time, because the last week it's a throwaway wicket. We know they're not going to survive, and 2 days are gone already. So I think the total is going to be around 230 mark, and then it's all down to our bowlers. Considering the conditions and the way English bowlers have bowled, I have complete faith in our bowlers. They will perform well, hopefully, and if they give England problems, if they get top 5 cheaply, the game can open. In the first test, for first 2 days, we had a very good stronghold on the game, but then the game flipped all of a sudden. One or two bad sessions, and it is going to flip the coin. On the flip side.
On the flip side. Abdullah, you tell me, ain't we bowling them out for 60 runs, Abdullah, tomorrow? Yeah, and then they'll be following on, and then we're going to still win.
Unlikely. But lots of expectations on the bowlers, in particular Mohammad Abbas. But slip catching is also going to be key. And with the ball, I think patience and discipline is going to be the key, particularly for the youngsters like Shaheen and Naseem, whether they can put enough balls on a full length in the right area.
Yeah,
I agree with Abdullah, and it's a key point. If we field it the way England did, forget it. Forget it. If we drop catches the way England did, well then
I think Vakar has a very important role as well tonight, just to get into Naseem and Shaheen, especially on what length to bowl, to make sure they know for this sort of pitch, the inexperience is a massive factor. So
it is. But don't forget,
that reason.
inexperience will be compensated by passion. And if the boys get into that mode, and if they bowl their heart on heart with their heart full on, then uh, then I mean they're capable of surprising anybody.
Mhm. The Brace said, "Isn't it uncanny how the series is following the path of our last two, 2008 1-1, 2006 2-2? We start off well and then let England in. The only difference here is we've gone one, we've like taken the lead, and then we've blew it, and here we did go over that finishing line.
Yeah,
But
even
that's where we're gonna
even in
finish. We're gonna finish right there now for now, and we'll come back to this tomorrow again. Let's see where we are. Tomorrow, at the moment, I've got no guest, but we'll make something up somewhere. Someone's going to join. Guys, thank you very much for coming. Thank you, everyone, for listening. And stay happy, stay blessed, keep your families